Let's bring in O'Leary Ventures chairman and Shark Tank star, Kevin O'Leary. Kevin, the Logan Paul interview, aliens, the mugshot T-shirt, everyone's talking about it. Does Biden get the same traction when he goes on Jimmy Kimmel and no one sees it?
The Logan Paul interview speaks to the power of social media and the incredible power of influencers. And you've got to engage them in any political contest. Doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. And so, you know, Trump's figured that out, obviously. He has a massive following. He's incredibly popular. He's actually popular with Democrats and Republicans. His show is watched by millions of people between the ages of 20 and 90. And so he's his own network. And so you've got to think that through a little bit. And Biden's got to do the same thing. He's got to find influencers that he thinks he can engage with, that they can take this content and put it out there. I mean, you know.
What are you talking about, O'Leary? They have Jane Fonda. What are you kidding me? She's more influential than anybody.
I saw your piece, but he's look. You know, you gotta read the room. You got to figure out, if you want to get after all of these independent voters at every age, you got to go to where they go. My kids are in their 20s. They don't watch television. They watch influencers. They watch YouTube. They're on Instagram. They're on Twitter. You got to do it all. And so
they're not watching you on Jesse Watters Primetime right now?
I swear I'm going to make them watch it, Jesse. I'm going to make them watch it.
Good. Very good. So Joe Biden's wandering around in Italy, and Trump's at a birthday party with 5,000 people, raising a ton of cash. How do you see this race shaping up? About 2 weeks to go before the debate, which half the country thinks Biden's going to fall off the stage.
Yeah, look, what I'm really proud of you doing, and I'm glad to see this happening, is we've moved off from porn stars, cocaine, guns, and all this other stuff.
Right.
And we're talking about policy now, that roundtable discussion Trump had, where we heard the tax rate proposals between 15 and 21. That's of interest to me as an investor. I'm interested in policy. I'm really interested in what's going to happen in the regulatory environment, state by state and at federal level. I want to hear strategy on energy. I mean, I'm so tired of all the other stuff. And we're coming up to a debate where I don't think we want to talk about cocaine, guns, and porn stars.
No.
We want to hear, what do you got for America? What do you got?
We've had our
I think
fill.
That's what's starting now, and you're part of it. Good for you.
We've had our fill of cocaine. That's for sure. Kevin O'Leary, are you endorsing anybody for vice president?
I'm just trying to make a point that in this election, the VP never mattered in past elections. It didn't matter. Any pollster will tell you that on either party. But because of the longevity issues of older candidates, you got to, like, take Biden's situation. An independent might look at it and say, I'm concerned about longevity. What have I got? Who's going to take over the office? And in the case of Harris, and look, don't shoot the messenger. Her poll numbers in her own party are horrific.
Right.
And independents horrific. And you know, frankly, I think that's important. Biden is probably going to switch her out because he won't get independents if they're worried about longevity. In the case of Trump, and this is what I find so interesting, the dark horse in this whole thing is Doug Burgum. Now, if you think about Trump's bombastic approach to leading, and the trouble he got himself in, and even admits he got the wrong guys in some poll posts in the last election, Burgum's track record is spectacular. I mean, people don't know this about North Dakota. They're the richest Americans in America. If you're an American in California, you want Doug Burgum to turn you into a North Dakotan. And so I think you bring in a guy like that for executional skills, and you say, here's a guy, go fix the border, go fix energy. That's what he does, and he's not bombastic like Trump. They could work together.
All right, I like it. Big endorsement on primetime. Maybe your children will hear about it eventually on DVR. Thanks, Kevin. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.